Hello, and welcome to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. Today we're going to take a look at a beer that is probably not looked on very kindly by many in the craft beer community in Japan, or we can say beer geeks. It is a kind of a special sort of one-off type from Sapporo beer. They made a variety of others in the same line, but this is the only one that somehow has survived. This is kind of an unusual one for any of the majors of Japan here. This is called Sapporo White Belg, and I really am not sure if this should be pronounced Belge or Belg. I should check the katakana on that more carefully. And this is considered a wit beer or a Belgian white ale. It's a 5%er, and it does include the typical ingredients for a wit beer. It has coriander, it has orange peel. Unfortunately, it also has grain spirits in it as well. And so it's not a pure wit beer at all. It's kind of a modified or fortified one. 5%. This came out in 2014 for the first time, and it has a rather unusual sort of picture. This lion drinking, flame-tongued lion drinking from a capped stein. And so on Rate Beer, this one does have quite a few ratings. It's been around for a while. It has 38 ratings and an average score of 2.72 out of 5. 15 percentile for all beers in the Rate Beer universe, and a 14th percentile rating for wit beer or Belgian white ale. Not terribly high. Now, they made a number of other Belg beers, and that would include the Brown Belg, Crystal Belg, Gold, Ruby, and Peach. And all of those have disappeared. And for some reason, this one has stayed, perhaps because of the influence of Hoegaarden, or in general, the wit beer, kind of popularity of wit beer. Popularity? Did we say that? The longevity of wit beer in the beer universe in Japan. And all of those are gone, and the only one that has maintained its presence is this one, the white. And again, 2014, so it's been around for about 5 years now. Should we give it a go? On the top of the can, it says in English, refreshing, fruity flavor. And in Japanese, it says fruity na kaori, which would be fruity aroma. So I guess it's intended to have both fruity flavor and aroma. All right, here we go. Okay, so this pours out a kind of thin, very slightly hazy straw color with a nice fluffy finger and a half of white foam, kind of spongy. Some decent lacing on there. Some. So it generally has the appearance of a wit beer. So very tiny, slow bubbles rising up. Kind of hard to see that. You can see the very, very fine carbonation rising there. Aroma. Okay, quite perfumey. Grain. Light orange peel. Spice. Coriander for sure. Well, actually not coriander for sure. The orange peel does come out quite a bit. Very light touch of sewer. something that quite shouldn't be there here, but overall it's not terrible. Flavor. Very thin, citrus. Some orange, some coriander, a little bit of sweet cake-like fruitiness in mid-palate that kind of continues. Well, okay, so coriander, orange peel, grain spirits. And the spirits are kind of hidden a bit. So in Japan, there are so many beers that fortify the beers with cheap grain spirits, and sometimes you can tell that there's added alcohol in there. Sometimes you can't. This is a pretty good job of hiding it, I think, overall, which is an achievement for a light beer. I do wish they'd left those spirits out, though. So this has some decent flavors. However, it comes up a bit short as a good wit beer. And the name too, actually, I'm not sure why they shortened the name. Perhaps trying to save on printing costs or something. It could be White Belgian or White Belgian Ale or something like that. They could have just put wit beer, but in any case. Okay, so once again, this is Sapporo White Belg 5%er, a wit beer. You may want to give it a try if you're a fan. If not, stick with Hoegaarden or another one from a better brewer. That's it for today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.